welcome back to another build in The Sims 4. Today we're gonna be trying to build the perfect 100 baby home. And if you don't know what the 100 baby home is in The Sims 4, consider yourself lucky. It is, I think, one of the hardest gameplay challenges in the entire Sims franchise. And there are specific things that can kind of like help you along the way. So I'm gonna be building a house for 100 babies. The 100 baby challenge is ideally going to thrive in this build. So obviously this house is gonna be fairly large. I'm planning on doing multiple different bedrooms, and as we go I'm going to be explaining like what kind of the rules are if you're not familiar, and what items and things can be put into your house to help you if for some reason you decided to put yourself through that torture and tried it. I am currently building on a 64 by 64 lot in Brindleton Bay. This is a really large area and I want to have tons of room for the yard outside. I want to have tons of space for the kids to grow up and play. And the thing with the 100 baby challenge is even though you're trying to have, you know, 100 babies, eventually those babies grow up and you end up with teens in your house. You've got toddlers, you've got newborns, you've got children running around. It is pure chaos. I attempted it. For some reason, one time when I was on stream, I think I was celebrating something and it was a 12-hour 100 baby challenge. I made it to like 16. So you're in it for the long haul when you're doing this challenge. So for this house, while I'm doing my shell, I'm kind of focusing on making sure that I'm gonna have room to grow. And I know this top part is looking a little strange, but hear me out. If we go in with the roofing, we can kind of do like window bump outs. Like you see sometimes houses, like nice traditional family houses, have those like windows up top on a third floor. Even though I don't really plan on making these rooms functional, it's gonna look really cool once we put the roofing on here. Like we're gonna end up with a shape like that. And you can kind of already see what I'm going for here. This is a pretty simple roofing technique that you can do. All you gotta do is build that third floor up with those rectangle rooms, and then the rest is pretty easy. That's gonna provide the basis for a lot of my roofing. And now I can go in with another half gabled roof and pull it across this way. And I'm also picturing having like a patio. So these spaces on the side, I think I'm gonna put columns and spandrels and actually open those up. So the big bulk of my home and my bedrooms and everything are going to be in this middle area. So I've got my shell figured out. I've got all of my roofing done. I'm just trying to figure out which kind of roofing paint I like on there the best. I made this huge skylight in the back, which I'm really excited for the interior. I've got tons of patio space on this thing all around the back as well. So I think now we can go in with windows and doors. I have lately really been loving these ones from Discover University. I don't know what it is about them. I just love the detailing on the top of it. And I'm gonna go in with these flower boxes from Get Together for a little added color. And then down below, I'm thinking Discover University also. I've got this Discover University door in beige. For upstairs, I'm picturing being really open with the windows. We do have a nice view in Brindleton Bay. And I want to make sure our matriarch, once I do end up doing the bedrooms, has a lovely room, because you know she gonna be going through it. The backyard is gonna have a lot going on. When I was doing the 100 baby challenge, I couldn't wait for the Sims to like get out of the house, especially when there's like a mixture of newborns with the kids and the teens. Like once the kids and the teens are able to be self-sufficient, all you want to do is just let them go off on their own. So I'm gonna make the backyard space kind of like an area where they can go and hang out, and then that'll leave the matriarch and all of the babies and screaming toddlers to hang out on the inside of the house. For my landscaping, I'm using a mixture of these like purple base game flowers with some romantic garden flowers. I'm using shades of like pink and purple, and I think with the roofing color, that like grayish blue, it kind of brings everything together a little bit. So bulk of the bedrooms are going to be upstairs on the second floor, but on the main floor, I think I could also maybe fit like another bedroom. So while we're doing this build, I'm gonna be telling you guys some tips for the 100 baby challenge, some things that I learned during my experience, and a lot of the items and areas that I'm gonna be placing are going to be strictly like to make the 100 baby challenge easier. The first thing that I want to have is a bedroom on the bottom floor near the kitchen and the living room for toddlers. This is a big one because toddlers actually can't go down the stairs when they're like really young. So when your sim has to constantly like pick them up and bring them downstairs, it can get really annoying. It's not until they get older until they're able to like actually go up and down the stairs on their own. So it's really helpful if you have your toddlers on the first floor. Completely avoid bringing them upstairs altogether until they get old enough to do it themselves. So I'm gonna have everything downstairs on the first floor ready for a toddler or multiple toddlers. So we could have like a living room maybe over in like one of these open areas, and then I can section this off and do like a kitchen in the back maybe like that. And I do want to make sure that I've got a separate play area as well. We've got a ton of space in here. I definitely want to make sure we use it. I think I'm gonna go with a half wall, and then I can go maybe like over to this side, and we can reserve this whole spot for like play areas with toys and carpets and literally just a toddler's toy haven. It can also be a place for the kids once they get older too to hang out with the toddlers, because that's really helpful. They can start to teach them to talk and like actually interact and play with them. I think I'm gonna open this up with some archways. I really love this look lately, like the really thin archway, so I'm gonna use that one from Cats and Dogs. I'm gonna have 2 bathrooms on this floor because the problem that I always run into doing the 100 baby challenge in The Sims 4 is like bathroom problems. Your house gets so stanky and so gross because your Sims like don't have enough room to use the bathroom properly. So we're gonna have tons of bathroom space for your Sims to avoid that, because no one wants that. So bottom floor layout looking pretty good, and then upstairs we're gonna try and fit as many bedrooms up here as I can. Like I said earlier, what's kind of hard about the 100 baby challenge is you don't end up with like all of your babies being the same age. There's like certain points where you can age up your Sims, so you really end up with like a mixed bag in terms of like what age group kids are going to be living there at the current time. And because of that, I'm gonna have probably more than 8 beds. You can only have 8 Sims in one house at a time. So in a regular house that wouldn't make sense at all, but for the 100 baby challenge, they're gonna be moving around. There might be empty toddler beds like for days at a time because all of the kids are older. We might just have babies in bassinets. You never know. So I have 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. I think this is gonna be like the teen hangout bedroom. 4, I think the big open one is gonna be for the matriarch. We'll give the big windows over there. I'm gonna have no baby stuff whatsoever in that room so that our matriarch can get some sleep. And then all of the baby stuff like the bassinets are probably gonna be out here in this area, just so they're nice and close to the bedroom, but you don't want your bassinets to be in there or near like the kids, because if the baby cries, it's gonna wake up all of your Sims and it's very, very annoying, trust me. So I think that's gonna be it for our layout. Our layout is super important. Now we can start to decorate. So I think I want to start with my living room. I want to have a nice cozy living room. My TV is gonna be on this wall, so we'll just delete that window there. And I think I want to put it up on a platform. I'm gonna draw a wall there so I can easily raise that up and build a platform. I'm just gonna raise it up by 1 and then delete my wall again. And that is like the easiest way to do it so that your entire house doesn't break. But now I can put a fireplace on there, and I'm picturing either the one from Parenthood. I just wish this one was slightly bigger. Like I wish it went all the way over like that. Is it weird to have a double fireplace? I think so. I think yes, but maybe there's someone out there who has a double fireplace. We are definitely gonna need a TV. A lot of time for my Sims at least was spent in front of the TVs, but I want to keep this area far enough away from the play area over there so that if people are hanging out, they can do so peacefully. I mean, as peacefully as possible in a 100 baby home in The Sims 4. I'm gonna open up debug so I have full access to all the furniture that I'm gonna need. I'm kind of picturing an eco lifestyle couch in here. There's a really comfy debug one. I think I might put that in this living room. Like this one here, I feel like looks really comfy for some reason, so I'm gonna put that right next to my fireplace. I just realized that this chair is called the Rags to Riches chair. Some of these descriptions are so weird. Like this one is talking about how this chair was teased in school. Welcome to my home. I hope you don't get teased here, little chair. You might. You might. I'm also using these Dream Home Decorator shelving units right here. I like to use these next to my TVs sometimes, as my TV has literally disappeared. But I feel like they make a nice TV unit and you can customize them. They look different every time you kind of like play around with them. So I'm gonna fill those up with clutter and re-add my poor abandoned TV. I want to add a lot of like blanket storage and like cute little things like that that are gonna make this feel nice and not awful. Let's spin around and go and do the toddler room. So right over here is where the toddler room is gonna be. It's nice and close to the living room, so maybe at nighttime the matriarch can watch some television if they have time, and the babies will hopefully be sleeping sound right over here. So I'm gonna add like 3 or 4 toddler beds in this room, and I do plan on doing another toddler room upstairs, which I know I said wasn't helpful, but the one upstairs can maybe be more of like an older toddler's room, like one when they're almost ready to age up into children, that's where they can go once they've learned to navigate the stairs and stuff. They're able to talk and like integrate more with the other kids. So I think this area here is gonna be for like the newborns. We should actually maybe put a bassinet in here. Maybe I'll just put one in here. The baby can get used to the room before they age up. So 3 toddler beds and a bassinet in here. I'm gonna spin around and add like a dresser. We're nice and close to the bathroom as well. So if our toddlers get stinky, they can go in there and get a bath. When we're potty training, it's gonna be right there. And hopefully once they learn to use the potty themselves, it'll be nice and close. They can stumble on over. I think we got new swatches in here, which I never realized. I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that bunny swatch is new. It's so cute. I know it's just like a change in color swatch, but the pink one is evil and I will not believe otherwise. And I want to do a little spot where like a parent could sit. I mean, I guess actually this could be where the parent goes to like read the kids to sleep because it's right in between all of the beds. That can be like a story time area. Ooh, another thing I had to make sure to add is these toddler tablets. These are so helpful in the 100 Baby Challenge. They will keep your toddlers busy, so I added a few. I've got one there, and one over on this side. I also added the defender lights. I don't know if toddlers get woken up by nightmares. I think it's just the children, but just in case, we got the defender lights to make sure that doesn't happen. And tons of clutter. We've got so many toys in here. This is going to be obviously no budget for a perfect 100 baby home. I've also done the bathroom here, complete with a little potty and a bathtub for your Sims to be able to wash the babies. And I think it's time for us to turn around and do the kitchen. So our kitchen, through here, I've got this big snowy escape door leading to the outside. And there's a few things that we need to make sure we have. High chairs, enough of them, and enough space for everyone to sit and eat around the table if they wanted to. I also want to make sure that our Sims are gonna have easy access to the food situation, just in case there's some like desperate toddlers that you're trying to like force to eat so they don't get taken away. So we need easy access points to all the food. And I'm gonna be needing high chair points on both sides. So I'm gonna do 2 high chairs there, and then I'm also gonna do 2 like over here, just in case we've got a lot of them that need to be like stuck somewhere for the time being, just to make sure they eat. And then our kitchen, I wanna have a whole bunch of counter space around here. So I think I'm gonna wrap it around this entire wall. I'm using Dream Home Decorator counters. I'm gonna be going with this like kind of dark brown swatch that I've been using throughout the entire house. We'll do Dream Home Decorator oven, and I'm gonna get my cabinets all along here too. I want this to be a really full kitchen. And also, this is a little hack that I learned from doing this on stream. Someone who had done this challenge gave me a really good hint. So if you have Get to Work and want to sacrifice how your home looks, we can use these, which display your food and actually keep it colder longer. So if you need to like just grab your food from like being prepped and put it here, then your toddlers can come and grab it and waddle away to the couch, and then you don't have to worry about them starving. So I'm not gonna include this in my house because I feel like it looks a little odd in here, but I did want to include that as a little hack, just as like just so you know, that is a really helpful tip. So I've got all of my kitchen stuff here. I added a coffee maker over to this side because your matriarch is definitely gonna need that. I also added a microwave. There's prep space over here so that your Sims can cook. They should be good with the big open dining space that we've got there, so your Sims will be able to hopefully eat together. All right, so let's go out here. I've kind of just been adding things as I'm going. Like I just added this closet right at the front door with some clothes there and some like toys that are just stored underneath. I'm also adding like a little bit more decor over by the living room, and I want to start working on the play area. So this is what I've done with that. I've got some like little pillows and blankets, again for the cozy vibe, but this is where the play area is gonna be. So I've separated that with a base game, a little like carpet, like those soft padding things for play areas. And then I've separated off with this illusion of a fence from Strangerville because I found that it looked a little bit better than just having that like weird line separation, and your Sims can walk over that, which is really cool. So this is gonna be our play area, and actually I think this will be a perfect spot for that big tent from Dream Home Decorator. It's so cute when they play in there, and especially when they like fall asleep in there, like the toddlers will curl up and it's so cute. So we'll do that there. I want to do a dollhouse, and another thing that I really recommend when doing the 100 Baby Challenge is making sure that your toddlers have skill items so you can age them up ASAP. There's one rule in the 100 Baby Challenge where once they reach, I think it's like level 3 in all of their skills, then you're actually able to age up your toddlers, which is so helpful because like the goal here is you want to get them to like age up and move out as soon as possible so you can replace those kids who have moved out with more babies. So totally recommend getting all that stuff. I'm gonna make sure your Sims are gonna have everything they need to get those skill tiles up. And when you're looking too, if you hover over the objects, you can see underneath it'll say toddlers only, and then underneath that it'll say plus movement skill, plus thinking skill. So I'm really paying attention to those to make sure that all of the skills are going to be covered. There's the imagination skill as well. So definitely something to consider when doing this. There's a little bit of strategy, just a little bit. We can do a big cozy rug. I think Dream Home Decorator has some really adorable bookshelves. Oh, these, and on the side of them, they have little like animals and characters, and they're so cute. Look at the frog. So this is what I did for my play area. We've got a trunk. I added some pillows on the floor so that the kids can sit there and hang out. This I thought was adorable. This little like dresser thing from base game has some adorable swatches on there. Then on this side, we've got our tent. I did a creativity table and some backpack clutter. And then back here, we have one more bathroom. I need to make sure that there's a potty in every single one, at least one potty. Actually, you know what? We could probably add more in case you're training multiple toddlers at a time. So toddler potties lined up, ready to go. I think that's it for our bottom floor. We can start to move on up to the bedrooms. We're gonna have so many bedrooms to do. Let's go upstairs. So up here, I've changed my flooring. All of my carpets are from Discover University, which I really love the swatches of these. I've got my matriarch bedroom over there, and again, another bathroom. I think I want to start over here. So I actually want to separate this off just by one wall. And this room is going to be for the older kids, maybe like the teens or the kids that are ready to like age up. This is where we're going to have like these single beds, and I can even put some bunk beds maybe on this side. Like here, I could put the Dream Home Decorator one right there with a bed underneath. So that's going to be at least 4 Sims that can stay in this room. And I don't think I'm going to cram this one with any more beds. If this is going to be the perfect Sims 4 100 baby home, I want them to at least have a little bit of room and not be on top of each other, even though they're sharing a room. The personal space is kind of nice, you know. I actually think instead of one of the dressers, I'm going to replace it with a desk so that if these are teens, they can do their homework in here. And actually, the kids could all do the homework together. So on this side, I've added a toy box just in case, but I can also add some of these like projects. So the thing I mentioned about the toddlers, how they can age up after they've gotten to level 3 in all of their skills, children Sims can age up into teens after they've got an A in school, at least for the rules that I've heard of. So I want to make sure we've got a good area for homework. I can put a computer over here, a bookshelf. This will be a nice study area for that to happen. Because at the end of the day, the goal, the ultimate goal of the 100 baby challenge is yes, to have 100 babies, but you want to have it in the lowest amount of generations as possible. And trust me, you're going to want those Sims to move out very, very quickly. So this room is done. This is going to be the kids / teen room. I kind of think it's nice because it looks like there's a little bit of separation. Like I think this area here, like the bunk beds would be more of like the teen section. And then on this side, maybe it would be more of like the kid. I don't know, but there's tons to do in here. Again, I've got the Defender wall light so that there's no monsters under the bed. The computer area as well. So I think these kids are going to be good. These are pretty spoiled, lucky kids. Before we move on to the bedrooms, I'm going to show you what I did in the hallway too, because I did say earlier I wanted some space for the bassinets. So I put those all outside the matriarch's door. This is going to be nice because when your babies are crying, your matriarch won't wake up. And there's another seating area, maybe a little bit more of a quiet one. I've also added more of like skill items for the older kids as well. Maybe the matriarch wants to do some painting to make some money. So we've got the easel there. And let's move into these 2 bedrooms here. So this one is going to be either a teen or a kid room, again with the single beds. I want this one to be a little bit more colorful though. I'm gonna get some really colorful bunk beds. The base game ones are quite nice, I think. And then I can match it. I think there's a swatch that will match from the kids room stuff pack. So let's use that there. We could put a bookshelf maybe over in that corner. We're gonna cover that window slightly. I'm sorry. We can put a mirror. I'm trying to use more of like the kids room stuff pack stuff because I never use it. I'm kind of trying to get better at family homes in general. Let's do one of these over here. I really like this desk from Discover University in that pink swatch. So I'm adding tons of clutter in here. I'm gonna be adding just like maybe some stuff on the floor. This could be like more of like the messier kids room. Although I kind of am trying to keep it clean because you know the 100 baby challenge houses get disgusting after a while. Ooh, Ooh, I should make sure that I put a vacuum because I remember my house getting so dirty when I was doing my 100 baby challenge. So I'm gonna include a vacuum maybe like right here and maybe one of the dust things or like a Roomba somewhere. Actually, a Roomba downstairs would be so helpful. You're not allowed to hire any like help, I don't think, but a Roomba, I mean, that doesn't really count, right? So we've got this room all complete. This is gonna be the older toddler room. Once they can go up the stairs, this is where they're probably gonna be sleeping. I kind of tried to plan this out so that there's separation between like the different age groups too. So like the older toddlers can kind of like slowly integrate with the kids and then the kids can slowly integrate with the teens. I think it's gonna be helpful. Let me know if you guys end up doing the 100 baby challenge in this house because I would love to know how it actually goes. I'm probably gonna sit this one out, but hey, feel free. Let me know if you guys do it. Everybody gets a tablet. It's funny because these kind of like you put them here and they don't stay here. They end up in your toddler's inventory like for life. And maybe we can just add some little like toys on the floor, the ducky. So this is gonna be our second toddler room. This is gonna be a little bit more basic because I'm assuming the kids are gonna be like on their way out of here very shortly. So we've got 2 beds upstairs, nice and close to the matriarch if necessary. I also did the bathroom over here, complete again with a potty. This one's got a shower and a bathtub just in case you need to like quick shower, get out of there and let the next person use the bathroom. And finally, we're moving on to the matriarch's bedroom. And this room, I want to make sure it's so cozy. The poor matriarch Sims deserve at least a little bit of coziness to themselves. So I'm not putting any bassinets in here. No kids stuff in here whatsoever. I would probably actually recommend locking this door. For obvious reasons, you're gonna want to make sure that your matriarch is well rested. I'm gonna put a TV in here. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and cozy. It's not the biggest room, but as long as this is going to be a little like safe haven for your matriarch Sim, then I think they're gonna be more than happy with that. Also, if your Sim does work from home, the computer is nice and close there too, so you can get your work done. Everything is really central upstairs, and I like that. So we're just gonna add some last minute things in here. I'm gonna add some clutter pieces, and then as soon as we're done out here, I can move out and we can do the walkthrough. Should I make a full household of toddlers? I think I should for this. Let's do it. This is absolutely 100% my nightmare. Look at all these toddlers. Look at them. Look at them. Oh my God. Yeah, I would run too. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna do a walkthrough with all these babies because this is what this is intended for. Oh my God, look at them all go. Yes, go babies, go. Oh no, this is so scary. This is terrifying. Okay, let's do the walkthrough before this gets any worse. So this is what our perfect 100 baby house ended up looking like in The Sims 4. This was a really fun and different Sims 4 build for me. I love trying to get better at things that I'm not that comfortable with. So family homes is on that list. Outside, there's tons of activities for the kids to do. They can go swimming. We've got toddler activities and children activities out here as well. I had so much room, so I was able to hide the pirate ship back here so kids can come and play with that. We've got an outdoor dining space and kitchen as well. Absolutely adorable. I love the exterior of this house. Let's go in and see our 100 baby home in action with all of these toddlers. It seems like our babies have gotten comfortable over in the play area. This one is playing with the dollhouse over here, and the matriarch is just kind of chilling, watching and hanging out. We have one sleeping toddler in here already. Oh my God, this actually looks so cute with them playing. In the kitchen, we've got a little bit of a standoff going on, but again, tons of space for our kids to roam around. Where are all the other ones? I should do this with every walkthrough. This is great. Nobody's in the living room, but here's the living room. Maybe they've made their way into the toddler room. Let's check and see. Are you in here? No toddlers in the toddler room yet, but this is looking very adorable. I actually really like the walk-in area with the dressers over here. There's some toys, obviously. We've got one coming in. Cute. So our toddler's hanging out over in the play area, which is awesome. And this is what the bottom floor ended up looking like. Let's see if any toddlers managed to get upstairs. Nobody's made the trip upstairs yet, but this is what our hallway is looking like. This is also kind of like an office for our matriarch. I think this one is my favorite kids room. I love the pink and the purple colors in here. We've also got this super big kids room over here, which again, no one has managed to come upstairs yet, but I really love this one too. I love how open it is. There's a lot of space for activities in here. And we've got our safe space for our matriarch, the matriarch bedroom in here. Nice and cozy. I don't know how much time our sim is going to be able to spend in here, but hopefully they get a little bit of relaxation in between having babies. But that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed my perfect 100 baby build in The Sims 4. If you guys have any build suggestions for me in the future, let me know in the comment section section down below, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.